Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. How are we feeling tonight? It's late. I'm not even going to tell you what time it is, but just know your girl worked hard tonight. And then I came home and I decided that I still have to film for you guys. Um, it's no longer Friday for you, but it's still my Friday evening. So I got home from work Friday night, worked all night at the club, and now I'm coming back so I can give you guys a twin flame Friday reading. You're not going to see it till Saturday morning, but nonetheless, it's still twin flame reading. Okay, so you know how this goes. Whether you've seen my channel before or not, my name's Kat. This is my channel, Pure Premonitions, where we make more magic happen. Blow on the cards. We're just blowing away any past energy, and then ask your questions, tell me your wishes. You can do that internally or out loud, whatever works for you. Instill your energy into the cards. We knock on the door of your spirit guides, and then I shuffle and I see what comes up for us, right? So today I was dressed like a schoolgirl, hence the hair. I feel feeling like a wee lass. It's fun to play dress up. I love it. I can't lie. I love my job. How are we doing? What's going on? Oh, the Hangman has been coming up in like so many of my readings. This time it's in reverse. So it's been in reverse quite a number of times as well. There's some kind of delay here. We're at a standstill. Somebody is afraid to give something up, to sacrifice something. They are very indecisive. And I'm letting you know that it's keeping them up at night. They have these deep-seated fears, and there's a secret. Somebody's keeping a secret from you. But I will say that they're on the mends because this Nine of Swords is in reverse. So you see how they were being kept up late at night. They are thinking real hard on this situation about you. Maybe this is you about your specific person. But guess what it says? They're reaching out, baby. There's hope. Can we get a... Maybe it'll zoom in on that? I don't know. I don't know, will it? Come on. There. You read it? No. Sorry. Don't read that one. That's for the right side up. We're actually happy. See, now I'm out of focus. Okay, there we go. We're actually happy that this card was in the reversal. Because I'm not going to say that the fear and the depression is gone completely, but it is subsiding. Okay. There is some hope. And let's see. Now you can read it. It says that they're going to be reaching out. So that's exciting. And that's just what you didn't even see coming, because that's just a little peekaboo. Okay, cards. What's going on for my twin flames on their awakened path to this union? First to self-union, and then to the union in the physical realm. What's going on? What's going on in the present situation? What do I need to know to tell my viewer? What does my viewer need to know? You guys just saw me shuffle multiple times, right? You want to know what's freaking crazy? I split the deck again. And it's the same cards in the same position. You can't make this up. And it's not like they were at the bottom of the deck. I split it. I split it, and then now look at the bottom of the deck. They are going through it. I'm just letting you know. This person is going through some inner turmoil. Wow. I'm not going to lie. This card came out 3 times. They are still going through some suffering. Whoa. they are just like so in their head about reaching out to you or not reaching out to you. There's about some kind of secret. Maybe they want to tell you their secret, how they've been feeling. But it's like the sword is going through them. 9 of them. They're just weighing over their head. This is heavy stuff. They're holding on to a worry, to a fear, and it's just time to release it. And they don't know how. But I'm going to let you know how, by reaching out. That's how you're going to let go of this fear, this anxiety, all of these worries. Stop holding on to that. And then the strength comes out. You see? We've got a Leo here. Leos, fire signs, air signs, Geminis in particular. You got to find the courage. You got to find the passion. The inner strength to really be compassionate for yourself, for this situation, for your person. Come on, people. You're going to laugh. They're weighing like, do I find the courage to reach out or do I just stay in this anxiety and worry? 4 times, you guys. And I'm splitting the deck after I shuffle. You see. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not playing games. We got a Pisces in the house. Pisces, Leo, Geminis. This twin flame has to do with these 3 signs. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to shuffle differently. So you get, what's flipping out? What's flipping out? The Tower. We got the Tower in reverse. Thank goodness this is leading to a personal transformation. Through all of this turmoil, they are having this awakening, this epiphany. Unfortunately, it's just very delayed. They're at this crossroads, this standstill of not wanting to jump out of that burning building here. Wow. They're really holding on to some suffering. This fear of change, let it go. The number 16 boils down to a 7. Either number could be relevant. This is a fire sign again. The Tower is on fire, guys. But the good thing is that 16 reduces down to 7, and 7 is all about change. So, and it's change and options, which is better than the number 5 in change, because 5s in tarot are typically more of a challenge. But this is like, you have options here. We're just honestly choosing to stay in this stormy time rather than turn the Tower into the upright. And yes, go through a sudden change, but that, equals out to a revelation, to, again, this epiphany that happens, this awakening. You need to just nail it in, right? Hit the nail on the head and do it, get it over with, reach out, get whatever is on your chest off, and stop with this worrying. I don't know what's going on with you guys. And then we've got the Sun in reverse too. So they're healing these inner child wounds. They're feeling very down though. Not gonna lie, this is like, there is some depression here or some sadness. And they're trying to hide it by being like overly optimistic in their outside world. But that doesn't fool me. Because again, we got the Sun in reverse. With I just got to cover the little baby. Faye, okay, come on, girl. What's going on here? Excuse you. This is crazy. I'm feeling like I want to shuffle differently today because things are just coming out how they want. Ooh, look at that. Did you see that? Okay, this is our what's at hand. 10 of Pentacles, but in reverse. Oh, and again, look at that. It's passed. Hold on. Yeah, they're trying to hold on to what they knew, their comfortability, their fragility. They're just trying to hold on to anything that felt familiar. They were not ready for that change at all. Oh, there we go. Hold on. How did it fall? How did it fall? Okay, King of Pentacles in the reversal in the present. One of them almost fell out. Oh, and again. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. We like this. I'm going to do another one. What are they feeling about my viewer? What are they feeling about my viewer? Come on. Okay, top of the deck. The Chariot. They want to come in. They want to communicate. I'm letting you know that right now. Okay. Let's see. So, Ten of Pentacles for our what's at hand, but again, it is in reverse. So, they or you, you guys are twins. If this is truly, and it is, this is a twin flame reading. I'm picking up on that energy of the collective. But remember, I'm never talking about false twins. I'm not talking about your toxic ex. Like, let's get those people out of the picture. We're talking about a solid connection that even if it didn't work out, of course, there are a lot of ups and downs, hot and colds with a twin flame connection. But you know that ultimately this is a healthy, or has the potential to be a healthy dynamic and a good person, and that there was love, is love, and we're just growing. We're both evolving at our own paces through this dark night of the soul. So, that being said, there's a lack of stability here. Both of you, one of you more so in particular, lack this foundation. The Ten of Pentacles is all about an earth sign, Virgo in particular, but typically in the upright, the Ten of Pentacles, like, you have it all. You've got the prosperity, the wealth, the financial security, but also the internal, like, long-term success of a relationship and this foundation that you need for a relationship, for a partnership, since we're talking about relationships here. But right now I'm feeling like somebody is just not feeling worthy. They're not feeling like they have what it is that they want to or need to offer to this partnership on a security level, a protection level, foundational level, could be financial level. Yeah. There's just this this lack here that I'm picking up on. Okay. In the past, we have the Four of Pentacles. So all the Pentacles right now, I'm telling you, this is really about them not feeling secure in their worth and their stability. The Four of Pentacles is always depicting this king who's holding on to his coins very tightly and also stepping on too. So it's a very scarcity mindset. And again, I'm not just talking about financial matters, but it could be relevant to your situation. Since this is a partnership reading, it's more about control. They're holding on to any kind of control that they can. And if they felt like they were not in control, then they lacked the security and they were going to hold it down as much as they could or as well as they could. And it's a power play. If they don't feel powerful in other realms, then they're going to just hold on to what's familiar. They're going to really just focus on the foundation that they have, which obviously isn't much with the Ten of Pentacles in reversal in their mindset, but whatever they know, their home, because look at, there's all these houses in the back, so they're in the city. So I just feel like they are very stuck in their world, right? They were not ready to change their world, change their city, change their housing situation, or change anything as far as the foundation that they knew of. The King of Pentacles in reverse, a very stubborn person, and they're being stubborn right now because this is in the present position and also physical position. So unfortunately, they have this obsession with status. It could be like a classist mindset, or it could be wealth and materialistic sense. This is a card of indulgence. So I don't know if they are spending their money on things that they shouldn't be. Maybe, I don't know, just like over drinking came to mind, over partying, or, it's the greedy king when it's in the reversal. So they want their cake, they want to eat it too, in a sense. And as much as obviously there's this dark side of wealth and their sense of abundance and security here, they're not doing anything in the current position right now to really create this foundational security and abundance. And Leos are coming up again. Virgos are coming up. We've got earth, fire, and air signs. In the future, I do like this. They're transitioning out of this King of Pentacles in the reversal. So they're transitioning out of the stubbornness, out of the greed, out of this Four of Pentacles, holding on, scarcity mindset. And again, this doesn't just have to relate to money. This relates to their sense and understanding of what it means to be able to provide any sense of foundation or security. So I like that now we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So that's telling me that this Knight, so like, yeah, Knights come before Kings, but in this sense, the King was in the reversal. So it's almost like they put themselves at this higher level than they were ready to be at, right? Like they weren't really a king, but they were like, oh, I'm going to act like I'm a king. And I'm going to act like I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to hold on to all of this security that I have, even though I haven't really built much of anything yet. I've only got 4 pentacles. But, this is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. I don't want to change anything. I've got my house. I've got my city. I've got my crown. And I'm just going to this is giving like young king energy, right? They haven't really learned. And then they, again, put themselves in this position, but they weren't ready for it yet. So they're holding themselves to this standard, maybe of other people's, of, outside sources with this city in the background. Their friends, their family, the people in the class system, right? We're viewing them as somebody who needs to be a king and needs to have the security and foundation and be financially adequate and know of their status and grow and be obsessed with their wealth. But they don't know anything about it, and they just were overindulging, a bit stubborn, a bit naive, I'll say, potentially greedy. And but the good thing is they recognized that they needed to step back. So they needed to step back, start to work hard, understand the value that in order to have any kind of success, whether it's financial or success in a relationship, right? There needs to be routine. There needs to be responsibility, efficiency, commitment, hard work. And this Knight of Pentacles offers that. Although they're not rushing in. Most of the knights are galloping forward. This Knight of Pentacles is at a standstill, which is exactly what came up on those other cards. So in the present future, so soon to be, I always say like next few days, next couple weeks, they're realizing, wow, okay, I needed to step out of that scarcity mindset, that I wasn't worthy of abundance, that I wasn't worthy of prosperity, that I didn't have it all, and that I needed to hold on to what I did have, and to realize that it's okay to step back. It's okay to work hard. It's okay to grow and recognize that there are different ways to approach this and take some responsibility. But like I said, they're halted. So it's not like they're rushing in with this new information. It's just settled into them. And they're like, oh, wow, well, maybe that's not how I should have approached things in the past, especially when it comes to a relationship. They obviously got scared of some major change that could have happened because they were feeling insecure about not being able to provide. Then I said, what were they feeling? And we have the Chariot in the upright. So I do like this, that we're now shifting from the Knight of Pentacles that's at that standstill, but recognizes that there is a need for some effort here, some, even if it's a small amount of commitment towards some hard work and responsibility. And now we're moving into the Chariot, which is movement. It is the card of movement and progress and taking action, right? Like with integrity as well. So I really like that. They might not exactly know where the direction is, but they do know that there needs to be a departure towards it and that it's going to require courage. This particular Chariot, too, on the original Rider-Waite deck, again, we have the 7, which is options and change. All about willpower and control. So they can step into this control that they were feeling the lack of, which is why they were scared of the change, as soon as they stop being indecisive and gain the courage to find this movement towards reaching out, right? But, what I was going to say about the Rider-Waite deck is that it's the 2 Sphinxes, one of opposite colors. So one is white, one is black. So to me, it gives the yin and yang, the feminine and the masculine energies. And we've got this dreidel in the center on the emblem on the front of the chariot with the wings. So it's like there's this cycle that's spinning, right? And it's just keeping us in this, luckily, balanced state, but it's at a, it's either a dreidel is either moving continuously, moving through those cycles, learning these lessons, or it's at a standstill and then it falls and it's stuck. Just like we're experiencing right now with this Knight of Pentacles. They're like coming to this realization that commitment, hard work, dedication, responsibility is needed. It's required for all of this, of what they want in every realm, whether to just stay focused on their financial security and being able to offer and provide something more, and then moving that into that security on an emotional level in a relationship. But the Sphinxes are seated. They're steady. Some other decks show the Chariot in forward movement with 2 galloping horses. So this Chariot, again, as much as it is a movement card of integration, it's like right now we're at a standstill, adapting this integration into our system, changing on a cellular, molecular level of how we approach things like relationships, and really settling into this new routine that will eventually require us to make these decisions and to start moving forward. So I do like this, that's what they're thinking about you, that they will eventually need to pick a direction, choose to move forward in it, and stop just waiting there like this guy. Again, strength of the bottom of the deck. We've got a Leo coming up. They need to find courage, or you need to find courage. I don't know if this is talking about you or your person. Well, I mean, this is your person, what they're thinking about you. But, okay. Let's keep going. Let's do an oracle deck. I'm already 25 minutes in, you guys. Let me stop talking so much. I got multiple decks here. Maybe I'll do part 2. We'll see. Okay, Twin Flame, Awakened Path. What do we need to know? Can we clarify this 10 of Pentacles? I'm going to shuffle the same way for each deck, so you guys don't think I'm playing around. What's going on? Clarify this 10 of Pentacles, please. Hey, they're telling me top of the deck. Oh, I pulled 2, so I'm going to read both. What did I say? That they want to come in. They really want to come in and reach out. But they're just feeling like this lack of resources, or lack of like what they're going to say. There's still some kind of lack of success. I'm picking up on like they're not where they wanted to be when they were thinking that they were going to be ready to finally reach out to you. They're not where they wanted to be yet, but they want to express this love. This is in our What's at Hand placement, so it's for the overall readings energy. There's this message of love. They're thinking about you. They want to inform you of the truth. Remember earlier I said that there's a secret, but it's hidden. Look at this phone with the message that's coming through, or this love call that's going to be coming through, is hidden in the bushes. So they're trying to hide this secret. They're trying to suppress this, but they're thinking about you and they want to send this message of love. They want to express this. There's just something dark, something heavy weighing over them to where they're feeling like this lack of stability and or means to finally reach out with this secret. Okay. Clarifying over the 4 Pentacles, healing the heart. So that's what they've been doing in the past. They're healing the heartbreak. You guys went through a heartbreak, or maybe even past heartbreaks, right? With past relationships and heartbreaks with family members, friends, like past life heartbreaks. There's a lot of addictions and toxicity that we need to cleanse and release and purge to finally be able to offer our heart. So I'm feeling like maybe somebody could have been in an abusive relationship prior to this, or at least have dealt with some kind of toxicity from a partner previously, and they could be dealing with addiction too. So they're healing from this, which I love. But that's why they're so in that scarcity controlling mindset, where they feel like they just have to hold on and cling to anything that they know that they're comfortable with, that they're okay with. But they are healing their heart. So I love that. I love that for them. The King of Pentacles. Ooh, we like this. There's something to be repaired here. And they know this. They're just freaking stubborn to this. They're being unfortunately persistent with this sabotage and rebuild cycle, as I said earlier. But they are meant to be working on it. They're meant to repair this. Look at this ring, right? That's giving me cycle vibes again. They're repairing that. The Hammer card. It's like they have the tools, but there's no hammer depicted, even though it says it's the Hammer card. So they're just utilizing like the wrong tools to get to where they need to go, or to find the courage to do what they got to do to finally work on it. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Sunglasses. They're watching you. They're looking at you. They're spying. I'm just going to let you know. It goes as far as to say stalking, but I don't feel like it's a negative energy that comes up. I feel like they're just trying to see a different perspective. Sunglasses. But the funniest thing about this is they're looking at you, but with sunglasses on. So they're kind of like pretending not to look at you. They've got the sunglasses on, but they're like, I want to know what's going on with that person, but I don't want to say anything. I don't want to move forward. I'm at this standstill. Now I've had these epiphanies of like what I should be doing, what I need to be doing, and stopping the sabotage and working on returning and repairing and telling this person the truth, the secret that they've been holding on to for far too long, of this message of love that they've been thinking about you, and that they're actually been working on healing their heart and healing these addictions and toxicities. But again, they're still at this standstill. Okay, over the Chariot. So what they think about my viewer. Again, roles can be reversed. I just want to clarify that. So it's a collective reading. I don't know exactly whose energy I'm picking up on, but I always want it to be universal. If I talk about feminine or masculine, I'm just talking about energy. It can correlate to whoever it needs to. We all have feminine and masculine energy, no matter how you identify as or who you're in love with. What did I say? That this Chariot is grounded, that it's not moving, even though it is the movement card. So funny. They're like a rock. They're just like sitting there. And this rock typically should eventually like move off of the other rock and roll forward, but it's stuck there. But it's stuck for a reason. It's learning stability and security. And it's growing and building endurance through this time. So that's huge. That is huge. And that's what they feel like. So if that's what they're thinking about you, they're thinking the same thing. They're thinking like, wow, maybe I should just let my person grow and I need to stand back and I shouldn't come through and like message them with anything. I feel like something about performance. It says the word performance, and I'm thinking like in a work sense because I just performed tonight, but maybe they see you because this is how they see you. They see you as a person of persistence and performance, and like that you've been already working on your stability and security, and they are not ready to move forward. So they'd rather just sit back, watch, and think about all these things, which is stressing them out with that Nine of Swords energy, right? Rather than actually take action. Gosh. Why aren't they taking action? Can we get a clarifier on that? Why are they not taking action on this love call? Why are they not expressing their love? Like, what exactly is holding them back? The Seven of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles, them working on themselves, really. They're growing right now. But the good thing is that Seven of Pentacles is about planning and focus. So it's like they are planning on doing it. They're just trying to focus right now on being patient and working on their own progress. But it's also a time of harvest and rewards. So it's like they're finally going to get to this point where they see some small successes or synchronicities of the growth that they've made so far and the growth that you've made so far, again, or vice versa, whatever, in order to be able to find that courage to make the next step. But look at you guys, two beautiful little flowers sprouting up next to each other. It's just like one is growing faster than the other. So that's okay. That's why they're not ready to come through with this love call just yet. They're still focused on being patient, which as you should be too, but again, or maybe I'm talking to you, you're focusing on being patient and they need to think about that as well. Okay, in the past, we've got the Chariot. Sorry, guys. I told you it's late. I'm tired. But that was a yawn for confirmation. Because in the past, to clarify over that they are healing their heartbreaks, they're healing these toxicities and traumas and addictions. We've got the chariot moving forward with the horses, right? Like I was just talking about. So in the past, I feel like they rushed in a little too fast with a lot of determination. They were ready to just like move forward super fast with 4 steeds, like 4 horses coming through. And if they hadn't already healed this heartbreak, which they didn't, they hadn't already healed all these addictions and toxicity, then their chariot would have came to a really quick standstill. And that's probably what resulted in this sabotage and rebuild cycle that just kept happening. They were like, oh, I just sabotaged this again. Let me step back. I need to rebuild. And they were stubborn about it. I feel like they really moved forward in a direction of just focusing on their own success, being obsessed with their status and wealth again, rather than recognizing that that hammer card is meant to, that energy coming through is meant for you guys to repair and work on the relationship's foundation, not just their own. Okay. In the near future, the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is my soulmates card. It's my twin flame soulmates card. They, along also with the 2 of Cups. So this is somebody from a past life. And to have the past life lover come back into the future, I knew it. This love call, they want to reach out again. I'm telling you, it's going to come through. It's coming through sooner than later. What did I say? They're thinking about you in the near future. There's a lot of memories coming up, a lot of nostalgia, which happens in Mercury retrogrades, which is what we're in. And we just had a serious full moon eclipse. So they're just looking back at the past with a lot of sentiment and realizing like this is the person that they want to have their arm around. This is why they've been watching and looking at you and unfortunately still not able to move forward. Okay, and what they're thinking about my person with the chariot, not as fast a movement as we want to because they're focusing on stability and security, but with the 9 of Wands. So this is a resilient connection. You guys are very close to succeeding. Unfortunately, there's again just some suffering and fatigue here. It's like they've been working so hard, but it's just slow progress. But you have to stay consistent and persistent. Look at this little, I was going to say little, but it's actually a big turtle wading in the water. Turtles are known to be slow, right? So rather than putting all of this effort in to try to fight to swim harder and faster and go against the current, you would be closer to succeeding if you just rode the wave and allowed it to take you into the direction of where you needed to go without resistance. So this is what's coming up for me. And again, water is all about movement and emotions. So we want to move these emotions. We want to dive deep, understand them, start to sit well with them, but create this movement with the Chariot card that's at the standstill right now, and to start to get the wheels rolling, start to send this stability into action, the security, these rocks that are at this standstill again, have them start to roll and follow the waves of emotions. Follow your heart. That's what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know why it's so hard. All right, I'm going to pull one more deck because I'm too tired to do another part. And you guys just going to have to deal with it. It's a 40-something minute video. It is what it is. Over the love card. This is the divine masculine. I knew, because most of my, although I do have a lot of divine masculines who follow me. Thank you. Shout out to you guys. But the person who wants to come in is the divine masculine. This love call, whoever wants to express their love and send this message of love, who's ever thinking about you, I'm picking up on the divine masculine, the yang energy. You could be a feminine with this divine masculine energy, though. You know, usually in old school relationships, it's the masculine that takes the action and moves forward towards pursuing love, right? So who's ever in that energy is who I'm speaking to. There's something sacred here. Look at the mala beads. Very spiritual connection. The past. What did I say about epiphanies? They are having an awakening. These realizations. The light bulb came on recently in the past for them. And that they knew that they needed to heal the addictions, heal the heartbreak, and move forward and be honest with their feelings and start to let go of the reins so tightly. Like, you can't control this thing called life. You can't control your emotions. I mean, no. Let me rephrase that. We want to be in control of our emotions. Right? We don't want to like outburst or like experience anger, sadness to great lengths, but you also need to allow them to flow, right? The turtle in the water, the chariot, time, right now. This is in the present position. It's all about the waiting game. It's all about allowing divine timing to happen, going through the cycles, and just being present in the moment. Stop sabotaging this, though, because it's clarified with the hammer, the chariot, and then the time card. So in a matter of time, we will be persistent on working on this and repairing it. And we do have success with the chariot with the 4 steeds moving fast. But it's going to take a little bit more time because it's in the present position. So it's just letting you know, like, right now, this is what we're working towards. We will start to rebuild. We will work on this. We will succeed. We will move forward. But just let us go through the cycles. With my 6 of Cups, my lovers, my twin flames, soulmates, yes, in the future. Oh, I want another clarifier on this. Somebody has this irrational fear of rejection. Again, those insecurities coming up where they feel like they're not worthy, like they're not good enough, or that they'll eventually just be let down and rejected or abandoned and dismissed. But with the 6 of Cups, I promise you, you guys are both feeling this nostalgia, this really deep knowing that this is a soul connection. But, you know, we need to heal these fears, these insecurities of not being enough. We've already had the realizations that the healing needed to take place. So don't let the fear come back in. I want one more. Is somebody going to be rejected, or is this just a fear? Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Okay, so I'm kind of picking up on both vibes with that. We might, if we haven't learned the lessons yet again, we need to go through those karmic lessons once again, repeat the patterns. It may feel like deja vu. Maybe you guys have been in like an old castle together or some kind of ancient ruins like this in a past life. But, or maybe, you know, this irrational fear is stemming from being abandoned in a past life, in past lives, right? With this 6 of Cups, this is my past life soulmate card. You guys felt like in so many past lives, so many different situations and scenarios could have happened. You could have been lovers. Somebody could have been separated from third party energy. Somebody could have left this plane sooner than the other. In some way, shape, or form, we were rejected in the past life connection. And that is, of course, going to stem these new fears and insecurities into this life. So I know now why they'd rather just be at this standstill and not move forward because they're scared of that happening again. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the curse card. They're just really in this negative mindset with that. Remember, I'm remembering at the beginning of the reading where we have the Hangman in reverse, and they're scared of change. They're scared to see this new perspective. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. They're just super scared of this change. It's weighing heavy on them. They're up at night all the time thinking like, am I just cursed? I don't know if I'm worthy of this. Really going back and forth. This is an overthinker. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys are in like a bit of the pity party, a bit of the victimhood mentality. We need to get out of that. We need to create a new paradigm for ourselves, shift into a new quantum reality where anything is possible. You are worthy of abundance and love. And you're not hexed, like, right? You don't have this curse, hopefully no evil witch put a curse on you. You just have some past life traumas. And that's okay. That's what you don't see at the bottom of the deck for your person. They just really feel like a negative Nancy in their mind, and like they're cursed, and maybe that they're doing you a favor or something, but it's not right. One more. They're at their breaking point though. They're feeling so overwhelmed by this. I really feel like they are going to eventually reach out. Look at this guy on his laptop, like really contemplating it. He's like, do I send the message? Do I not? Do I send the message? Do I not? They're like, final straw is about to break. Okay. They're really going to reach out because the memories, they've been looking at you. They've been looking at old pictures, the sunglasses there, trying not to be noticed that they've been looking. Okay. And overall, what they've been thinking and feeling about this. Cloudy judgment. Yeah, that makes sense. Almost that this was like an illusionary connection. That it, unfortunately, they did feel like it was unbalanced and distorted, and it came through very fast for them with this lightning, and we've got clouds in the sky. Yeah, they're just so stuck in this storm. But you're resilient. Remember, you're so close to succeeding. You cannot let this fatigue get to you. One more. They need to open up their heart. They need to recognize that you are a kind-hearted, very graceful being. You've got the love here for them. You see the beauty within them. You see they're kind-hearted too. Like, it's like, you guys, look at how she's looking. She's really like looking through them into their soul. That's how you guys see each other. Let go of the ego. Stop the cloudy judgment. Like, really just see each other's beauty. See each other's kind hearts. There needs to be release. There needs to be, look at, it's so funny because the card says letting go, moving on, walking away. But they finally have opened up the jar. The twinklies, it reminds me of when as a kid you would find the lightning bugs and put them in the jar. Like, free those goddamn lightning bugs. They do not belong in the jar. They belong free out in the world, frolicking together under the sunset. And look at them. So finally, when you release all these fears, egos, insecurities, need for control, all of the above, and you release all that, then you're able to walk forward together. Look at these two lovers and the path. Like they finally open up the jar, and then their lighthearted, kind souls can just come out, follow the path towards union together. All right, guys. That's what I had for you. I'm just feeling like one more. I didn't shuffle. Somebody's still feeling so lonely. Reach out to your person, because this is what they feel like. This is what you're making them feel like, because you're not reaching out. Or if it's them who needs to reach out, frickin' do it already. Do it. Because vice versa. You guys both feel lonely. Enough is enough. Just send the message. I want one more. Yeah. Y'all, we feel abandoned. Can you stop? Stop it with this. Stop it with that energy. There's a new beginning for you, but you have to have the courage to blossom, to heal. Move with that chariot energy in a new direction to start over and try again. Okay, that's it. That's all I have here. I love you guys. Happy twin flame reading, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.